developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first. Done. Now Sean McDermott going to throw out the challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Jackson on first down. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 19 yards there on the catch and run. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, Jackson. Delivering again to Gordon, and he's got him again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing now is Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Allen off the play fake. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. From the gun, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. One final try here for Allen. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. It's a room to maneuver. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen dancing to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Now they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw is Jackson. Got his target, Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big gain of 31 on third down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson taking a shot for Samuel. He still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. Now Jackson on first down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. To Gordon out left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially they'll say it's going to go for 19. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were in.
Got so many memories that I